Alright, hello Tau Nation. This is Trey. I'm I was asked by Vegito to do a Shatters review. And I have a bunch of footage I could do a review of, but I think the easiest would just be the world record video. So I'm just gonna play it and I'll try to talk as I go. And maybe I'll pause it at some points to talk about some things. But this is a hard mode Shatters solo. So let's see. Now, first things first, I am using a bunch of consumables. Now, the only real difference between this and a no consumable run is I'm a lot less scared of dying because, for example, in this clear, I have plus 10 defense, plus 15 speed, and 150 HP. So I can basically run through all of the minions and know that I'm not going to get one shot. Now, this only really matters because I'm playing Bard, which is a robe class, and robes are a bit squishy. If I were playing Warrior, it, the only real difference is the speed. Um, but I'm only really using this speed because it's a speed run, and yeah. So first things first, you'll notice I'm kind of weaving in and out in between these minions. If you do the dungeon enough, you'll just realize what minions are dangerous and which you can just run over. So, for example, this red guy, this green guy, all four minions here are very dangerous. And by that I mean if you stand on them, they will shotgun you. Um, I know that I won't get one shot if I stand on them, but if there are two or three packed up, I can definitely die. Same with these guys, and of course, the gargoyles are very dangerous. But the most dangerous enemies in first clear are the slow archers and the gargoyle. Because the other minions you can just avoid if you get hit. But if you get hit by a slow archer, you're bound to take a lot more damage. And especially the gargoyle. Gargoyles are a death sentence. Now, locating the V and killing idol, I've memorized almost all, well, basically all of the spawn points. The only one I struggle with is the spawn map, so this is one of the easier maps, so there's no problem. Bard is very strong EP damage with a mandolin, so I can just run over the boss. Here I pop all my consumables. You always want to stand top right. I didn't get jumps, I got this phase, whatever this is called, slashes. If you're on melee or range, you can um, push in here, just tank the one or two shots, and you can get about, you can really stand like one tile away from him in that phase. It's very harmless. Here you want to stand directly in his path, so all your bullets, he walks into your bullets. Very good phase to use a flail on if you're playing a melee. Um, the main thing I'm being cautious of here is the blobs. See how the way I'm moving around is to prevent myself from getting trapped by the blobs. And I'm killing the blobs here. So I know that the bottom right blobs aren't going to bother me here. I can push up and blast the boss. Here it's jumps, or it's rage phase. I know he's going to die. So I can just do whatever the hell I want here. Just walk around. I'm not going to loot the bag. And for second clear is arguably the most dangerous part of Shatters, especially if you were rushing. There are a few rooms that are more dangerous than others. The alchemy room is very dangerous. But it's not that the room itself is dangerous, it's that you can get bad spawns. Like here, for example, a lot of accursed minions, a fire warlock. Hold on, my dog is at my door. a Fire Warlock. These ice minions, if you see them on your screen, you should kill them immediately, because if you don't, they will spawn an ice sphere that can one-shot you. I'm backtracking here to make sure that the flame doesn't reset, and I know that I have a yellow flame, so once I make sure it's clear, I can just push all the way through, and I know the flame will complete. This is one of the easiest rooms. I think it's called Living Quarters. Not many minions spawn here, so I can kind of just blitz past. I'm only really focused on killing the accursed. That accursed that I left there, a very interesting thing to note about Second Clear is that not all of the accursed minions will actually attack the tower. And this is especially important in the jail. The jailers that come out don't actually attack the tower unless you kill them and they respawn. So, kind of a weird thing. Probably not many people know it, but that minion in particular that spawns the shapes, he will not sit on the tower. I think it's something to do with time, like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what causes them to sit on the towers and what doesn't, but when you first see them, they won't. Neither will the bard enemy here. So, very easy room. Just walk through it. What rooms do we have? We have cellar, and I didn't see the top right one. Cellar is extremely dangerous. We got 3 warlocks and some accursed. Bard can easily dispatch this with bolt thrower. Here I need to be very careful because the warlocks, as you can see, I want to kill this tower and push through, but first things first, I'm scared about getting slowed from the ice guy. And I see that this guy just teleported, so I don't know what's going to happen here. So you'll see I wait, I hesitate, I see he stops here, and I know this guy is shooting slow shots, so I don't want to get stuck here between this warlock, and the ice guy. So I back off. You know, I could have risked it, but it's a little dangerous. Unfortunately, I get nicked by the slow on my way in. It's fine. Dodge the firebombs, push through. Another important thing to note is this minion in particular. This red minion that shoots these shots, you want to always kill them because they have another phase where they kind of move sporadically around and shoot shotguns, and that is extremely dangerous. You can easily die to that minion. Alright, pushing through. Didn't need to kill this guy, but need to kill this accursed warlock. Okay. Nothing really happening here. Avoid the fire bombs, not in any danger. This minion's harmless. See, there's that guy again. Luckily, he wasn't doing his dangerous attack. The other room, it looks like, is Armory. Yeah. So Armory is another very easy room. It's very predictable. There's always going to be a gladiator here, and usually some accursed. I got good RNG here. I didn't get any warlocks. It can be a little dangerous if you get like 2 accursed warlocks, but this was very simple. Run through. Paralyzed Flame, not a big deal, just run ahead of it. The Paralyze won't harm you. Those guys are very dangerous. You need to kill them immediately. You can kind of juke them a bit, but I'll talk about that when we get to tablets. Second boss is starting. We get Ice Finale, or 4 Ice. So, 4 Ice, there will always be an Ice Bomb thrown directly at your location. I think every like 4 seconds, 5 seconds maybe. And what I like to do is I either rotate clockwise or rotate counterclockwise. If I'm in a big group, um, if the ice bomb doesn't target you, you don't have to move at all. The only reason to move is to avoid the ice bomb. But the phase is a little like you need to be on your toes. So it's best to be already moving or ready to move. You'll see I'm kind of like jittering here a little bit because I'm very ready to dodge these shots that come out. See, dodging this. I'm making sure it's not coming straight at me. I move out of the way. That pattern was very nice. You can get a lot harder of a pattern. This is balance. Balance in the second phase is really annoying because on melee classes it's very hard to hit the boss and not get quieted or shotgunned. I kind of made it look easy, but that is a lot harder than it looks, and I probably wouldn't recommend doing what I did. Show it again here. So the best thing to do, so right when balance starts, you'll see these come out, and they're either going to go left to right or up and down. So it's best to stand right here, and you'll either go bottom or you'll go left. So I'm standing here, I'm going to go left, and I'm going to stand in the middle, and I'm going to wait to see which way it goes. And it's going right, so I want to start moving right, but my main priority here is to kill the birds, because that's how we need to push the phase. The hardest bird to kill is the slowest one. Ironically enough, it's the red one, because you'll see later it can get trapped on the other side of the room and you can't hit it. So my main priority here is if the red bird is on my screen, I want to kill it. Avoid the bombs. You need to really be looking out where you're walking. And you really need to know the timing of the bombs. So see, I noticed this bomb just got thrown out. It's harmless. I have like 2 or 3 seconds until it's gonna blow up. I can move, I can dodge. So very good to be cognizant about that. Pushing in after balance can be scary. I'd recommend, see how the phase ends here. I'd recommend waiting like 2 or 3 seconds for these shots to pass through. See, now all the shots are gone and it's safe to push in. That's just depending on, mainly if you're on a melee class, you can just run in there with Cuirass, but on robes, you need to be a lot more cautious. So same thing here, I want to kill the red bird. I probably should have came from the other side here. I really mess up. What I wanted to do was run through like right now, but I messed up the timing and I went way too early. So now I'm just caught here. I got sickened. This was just not worth it. I should have stayed here and then rotated with the red bird there, but we fuck up sometimes. And then I get quieted. So this was just all around really bad. And if you don't know, you can actually, the purple shot is kind of a warning, like, hey, you need to like cross over, but you can actually cross over the walls through the purple. See, it's coming out. There's actually this small angle here where the shots disappear and you can cross over. It's not usually worth it, but sometimes it is. I think here I'm used to having Cuirass on a melee class, so I could just run over the walls. Alright, kill the red bird. Yeah, I'm a bit displeased with how well I played there. That was pretty bad. Kill the towers, we have balance again. Now remember, I want to kill the red bird. It goes to the right. This is unlucky because now we have to wait for the red bird. So I'm losing like 10 seconds here. I'm probably not even gonna kill the red bird. Yeah, this is really bad. Finally kill the red bird, dodging some shots. Now, the main thing about balance is how good you are at dodging, because being in this situation, a lot of people panic. I think the best thing to do when you're dodging is stand still, analyze what's around you, and then look for a path. So sit still. I could either go down here or I could go up here. Which way do I go? I go up. So you need to analyze an escape route, a safe route, and then go there. Here I do the same thing. I wait for the middle shots to pass, because these do 250 each, so if I ran in right now, I would die. So I wait a little bit, then I come in. We get balance again. This is pretty bad luck, I would say. I would say balance is the, like, slowest phase, maybe. Sometimes it's very fast, but on average, it's very slow. I killed a red bird there, and then this is why the blue bird is so easy, because see how fast he comes back? Oh, I actually don't kill him there. Oh, I do. Okay. The bluebird is faster, so even if you miss him, you can still hit him on the way back on the next go around. And same is true for the purple bird, which is about to come out. Skip ahead. So we get balance. So the purple bird is going up, red is coming down, blue is coming down. So I want this to go right, and then I'll kill the red bird. It does. All I care about is the red bird. I don't care about the blue bird. Don't care about the purple bird. Red bird's dead. Now I can kill them. Using bolt doors, so I don't really have to aim as much. Now, purple bird is a interesting topic. The purple bird does 100 damage times 10. So you'll see it shoots out this EP. This is 10 bullets times 100. This is 1,000 damage. So if you're on a melee, let's say you're on a knight with 80 defense, the purple bird doesn't really do anything to you. But if you're on a vesture rogue class with, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 defense, this guy's gonna EP you for 600 damage. So he's very dangerous. He paralyzes you, but the paralyze doesn't last that long. So what I like to do is I'll sit on the wall and I'll drag the bird out. So the bird will be around here, and then I'll push in. So that's what I do. I drag the bird out, and I push in. Now the bird's behind me. So now I can push into the boss, hurt the boss. It's still very dangerous, but I know I have the damage to push, so I'm not that scared. It doesn't look scary, but here, just killing the birds, dodging. There's an ice bomb on me, but I know the timing, so I know that I'm safe here, even though it just landed directly on me. I'm fine, I can chill, I can wait for the wall to move up and dodge. Kill the blue bird. Now I want to do the same thing with the purple bird. I'm being a bit more aggressive here. I get paralyzed, but see, the paralyze doesn't last that long. And I even eat the whole EP, and I live. Because I know how much damage it does. I know I have, I don't know, like 50 something defense. So. Now for finale, the main danger in finale is the red bird. If you have a slow, you can slow the bird and walk in front of him. And you want to be on the inside. You want to be on the inside of the wall, so right in this area. You don't want to be hugging the wall. It's very dangerous. So I have a slow, I kill the red bird. The purple bird is just going to dive at you. This can be scary, but the way the purple bird works is he targets where you are, and then he'll jump to that location. So even if I move out of the way, all he wants to do is go right here. And he gets there, and then boom. So if you just move slowly in a straight line away from the purple bird, you'll be fine. No need to panic. So for balance finale, I mean, nothing really to say. I like to run through the wall, as you saw here. So the wall blue shot spawn, I just run through because I'm gonna need to go here anyway. So I just stand in the safe spot. I wait until he throws a bomb. So he throws a bomb here. Now I know that's my cue because he threw the bomb. That's my cue to push up. And I like to go to the right side. Some people like to go to the left, but push up here, wait for the walls, then go up, and shoot the boss. Now, a dangerous part about Finale is actually backing up. And sometimes if you're in a large group, there will be bombs behind you. So, fair warning, just be aware of what's happening, but to back up is very easy. Around here, the blue walls will come out. Don't panic, they don't come out that fast, but if you need to, if you get stuck up here, you can just run through the firewall. Because these shots do a lot more damage than the firewall. And if you get caught here, you'll die. So, in worst case scenario, just run through the firewalls and run back to your safe spot. Okay, so tablets, arguably the most dangerous part of the Shatters, depending on your gear. I'm in 4-4 sets, so this tablets is going to be very easy. I can instantly kill the tablets. I'm stacking up shots. You can actually insta the tablet, if you didn't know, with enough damage. It's hard to do with a T14 bow, but different weapons. So for tablets, there's something people might not know. I believe it's when you kill the first and third tablet, a minion will spawn from all 4 corners. So there's an entranceway on all 4 sides, or not sides, but top right, bottom left, top left. See, so I kill the first tablet. I know that minions are coming out of here, so I'm already ready to kill them. I know they're coming. And then I'm moving it down. I look for the tablet. I find it. I don't think they spawn after you kill the second tablet. I think it's only the first and third. And the most dangerous enemies are these guys, the gladiators, what are these guys called? I don't know. And the necromancers. The horses can be dangerous. They kind of checkmate you, but I'm not so scared of the horses as I am of getting one shot by this guy because he has very janky movement, or the gladiator. The horses are generally predictable what they're going to do. So here's a horse. Not really scared about it. But this guy, he shoots so many bullets and he moves around real weird. This is the last tablet. Oh, as I said, I killed the third tablet here. And I know right now minions are spawning, all 4. So there's 4 more minions on the map. I go to the door, I kill this one. Or no, it was actually the archer that spawned. And this guy spawned on the bottom right. So I know that there's probably 2 or 4 minions on the left side of the screen right now. So I'm more cautious of this side. And there's the horse. Yep. Alright, very clean tablet. Now for King. King is a very complicated fight. I'll try to talk about it. I think I'll just say like the 2 phases you don't want are the carousel phases. All the other phases are okay, but so this phase, so King can either go green, red, or blue. Now, generally, green is not very good. You don't want to see green. It usually means he has, or it doesn't usually. It means he has reflector shots, and it's pretty bad for DPS because you push in and he shoots back at you and you have to push out. And he's damage capped. So the most important thing to know is that green is damage capped and blue is damage capped. Blue is probably the easiest. You know, whenever you see blue He's pretty harmless in all the blue phases. Red is the most dangerous, but he's not damage capped in red. So the phase will go on for a set amount of time. So for that reason, red is very predictable. So I see he's red here. I know exactly what he's going to do, so I can drag him down in a straight line. And this is how I like to deal with a phase. You drag them in a straight line, and then that creates these gaps here. See, all the bullets are going that way, and then you can go into this gap. And then depending on, you know, the floor pattern, I can't really go left here. I have to cut back right. And then I like to loop around with them. Generally. If I'm in a big group, I might do something different, but... So here he's doing blue, very harmless. You can just go right in and push on him. Now, a thing to keep in mind is if you have bad DPS and you can't damage cap him, which I bet a lot of people won't be able to, blue in this floor pattern is actually extremely dangerous because he can go blue, you get slowed, and then he goes red. So he'll go red and chase you, and you'll generally die or nexus. So for your own solos, if you're in a group, it's not a big deal, but if you're in a solo, you generally want to push over this phase for like 3 seconds and then get away before your phase changes. But I know I have the damage to push him, so I go in and push. This is his standard attack, no color. He's just doing the phase. Here we get 5 crystal, I think. Yeah, 5 crystal. So another thing about red, it's very predictable. I know exactly what's going to happen. The floor pattern is also predictable. So I'm comfortable here to bring out my Makabo. Now, generally, what people like to do for this phase is go around and circle the blue circles. I mean the blue crystals. But you can technically circle him around anywhere. You don't have to do it around the blue. People just do it around the blue because it lets you dodge the pet slices. But I don't really care. I just want to shoot the boss. I'll just tank the crystals. Don't care. And yeah, he's pushed. Alright, for Skull. Skull's kind of a mess. You always want to kill the outside eyes first, because they move around a lot, they are the most time consuming to kill. So once you kill the outside, you just go in the middle and clear those. Very simple. If you're on Swark, you can kind of just clear the room in 1 second. But... So for Queen, Queen's harmless. You can really do whatever you want. I just do the generic, drag it on the outside, counterclockwise. And then once her health gets around, I think 30%, maybe 25%, she'll slow down considerably. So here she slows down, and then you want to push in and finish her off. Alright, here I'm hoping for a good phase. I get Niels. Niels is probably the best phase. Or Fury Swipes, I can't remember what it's called. So there's a few things you can do for Niels. If you're in a public group, I wouldn't recommend doing this strat because the RL has no idea what's happening probably. So if you're in a Discord run, you probably want to drag from bottom right or straight down. And then depending on the skill level of your group, you will either, someone will hold the boss, like they'll hold him still, or you'll drag him clockwise around the room. But I mean, I like to do this because it's the Celeste strat. Linky showed it to me, and Diana. You just drag the boss up and then go down in a straight line. And then here, there is, so you see these shots coming from the middle, these blue shots, they are predictable. They always go to the same spot. So I can stand right here and I won't get hit by these blue shots. And if I'm not getting hit by these blue shots, I'm only going to get hit by the boss's purple shots. See right here? But I decide to dodge them. You could, if you want, just tank them. And then I pass through him. A very easy phase. So you'll see how easy the phase is when you don't move him around. I think the most important thing about this phase is that you go in a straight line. See, I go down a straight line. And you kind of want to wait when these red and blue shots come out because they move a lot. Maybe you'll be able to see it more here. So when these red and blue shots come out, I don't really want to back up because I'll be backing up into them because they move as you expand. So it's actually safest to stand right here. Else I'd be getting hit. And then when the purple shots come out, you can back up a little bit. Now the blue and red are coming out, I want to stop moving again. And then because I'm using Maka, I kind of have to walk over him. Generally you would just back up, but... And then he's pushed, the phase is over. So hard mode patience. There's a lot of ways to do this. Many people do their own thing. I like to start at the bottom, go left, go top, go right, and then on the fourth drag, I just kind of do whatever, depending on if I fucked up or not. So here, if you stand in the middle, the shades target you, and they shoot at the same angle all the time. So this is a safe spot from the shade shots. So think of this as like this whole zone right here between these shots. This is safety. And then you just dodge the shots that come in. So this is coming into my safe zone, I want to dodge it. I go up. And then I created another safe zone for when the shades shoot. This is my safe zone. And I can go out this way. Now, moving in patience, you want to be slow. See how slow I am? I'm kind of tapping my movement keys. And then same thing on the left side, I wait for the shades to shoot, I stay in my safe zone, and I dodge. My safe zone. Now the thing about solo is that the shade's gonna try to sit on you, and there's two of them, so you need to move. I think the easiest way to do that is to run over the shade to the other side. Very easy, stay in my safe spot. I know the shade shots can't hit me here. And then for the finale, like, or the final drag, just do whatever, just because it's over. Alright, let's just phase, that's over.